In this video, we're diving into the top 10 business banking platforms for startups. The ones that make managing money easier, help you earn more on your balance, and don't hit you with surprise fees just for existing. What's going on, everyone? My name is Eric Hunsaker, and on this channel, we cut through the fluff to help you make smarter business decisions without wasting time or money. Whether you're just getting your startup off the ground or looking to upgrade from your outdated small business checking account, this guide's all about helping you find a business bank that actually works for you, not the other way around. Let's jump in. Number one, Piermont Bank, built for growth and high yield savings. Let's start with Piermont Bank because it's not your typical online bank. If you're someone who has some cash sitting around in your business account and you want to actually do something like earn interest, Piermont might catch your eye. They offer a high yield business money market account with up to 4% APY, which is way above the national average. It's tiered, so if you're under $20,000, you're earning less, but once you pass that mark, you start getting that 4% rate. It's pretty solid if you want to stash away some business funds and see them grow a bit without locking them away in a CD or some weird fintech product. The whole setup process is fast and digital, and it only takes about 10 minutes. And unlike some older banks, you don't have to walk into a branch or fax anything, thankfully. Plus, they keep things simple. If you keep $1,000 in the account, you avoid the monthly fee. Easy. Piermont also gives you real access to a banker if you ever need help, not some overseas call center. It's a clean, professional platform, but still feels small business friendly. Some of the pros, it's got a strong APY at 4%. You get real human support. It's fast digital onboarding. For the cons, you get lower yields below $20,000. $1,000 balance is required to waive fees. It has a higher APY than Novo or NorthOne, but less tech automation than Mercury or Row. So if you want a more traditional bank-backed experience without sacrificing modern tools or a solid interest rate, Piermont is definitely worth checking out. Number two, Novo. No fees, no fuss. If you want something dead simple that just works, Novo is a favorite. It's a fully digital business checking account that cuts out almost all the usual headaches. No monthly fees, no minimum balance, no weird overdraft surprises. It's all handled through an app that's surprisingly intuitive. You can deposit checks, send payments, issue invoices, and even connect to tools like Shopify, Stripe, and Square, all from your phone or desktop. One of the nicest perks is that you can start using your virtual debit card right away, as soon as you fund your account. So if you're in a rush to get moving, you don't have to wait a week for a plastic card to show up in the mail. Novo also includes a neat feature called Express ACH, which gives you faster transfers without having to pay wire fees. And if you do run into issues, the customer support is actually helpful. We're talking real humans, not automated responses. So for some pros and cons. The pros are there's no fees, no minimums. There's fast onboarding with instant card access. It's got strong integrations with e-com and fintech tools. The cons are there's no high yield savings option, limited support for teams or larger organizations. And it's way more streamlined than traditional banks, but Piermont beats it on APY. Mercury has deeper financial tools. So for freelancers, solopreneurs, and side hustlers who don't want to deal with big bank drama, Novo is a clean, no BS solution that handles the basics really well. 3. Mercury, built for startups, loved by founders. Mercury is kind of the gold standard for startup finance right now. It's modern, fast, and it gives you access to tools that used to be reserved for bigger companies. You get checking, savings, virtual cards, bill pay, and even fundraising tools, all from one dashboard. FDI insurance goes up to $5 million through their partner banks' sweep networks, which is way beyond the usual limit. They also offer a corporate credit card with 1.5% cash back and no personal guarantee, plus with integrations with QuickBooks, Xero, and more. The pros, they have an excellent UI and integrations. There's corporate card with cash back. You get insurance coverage up to $5 million through their partner banks. Now for the cons, you need a paid plan, which is required for some features. It's not the best APY compared to others, and it's got the deepest ecosystem overall. Think row level functionality with better design and founder first thinking. Now, quick note here, Mercury is a fintech company, not an FDIC insured bank. Checking and savings accounts are provided through their bank partners, Choice Financial Group, Column NA, and Evolve Bank and Trust, members FDIC. Deposit insurance covers the failure of an insured bank. Checking and savings account deposits may be held by sweep network banks. Certain conditions must be satisfied for pass-through insurance to apply, and you can learn more by clicking the link down in the description. Also, the IO card is issued by Patriot Bank, member FDIC, pursuant to a license from MasterCard. So to receive cash back, your Mercury accounts must be open and in good standing, meaning they cannot be suspended, restricted, or past due or otherwise in default. All right, number 4, Ramp, smarter corporate cards. Now, Ramp isn't a bank in the traditional sense. It's more like a financial command center built around a corporate card. But it made this list because it's incredibly helpful for startups that have a team and they want to keep a handle on spending. Instead of just giving you a card and saying good luck, Ramp helps you set smart controls. You can limit spending by merchant or category, assign budgets to team members, and catch duplicate subscriptions before they drain your funds. It also integrates with your accounting software and automates receipt collection, which is huge if you hate chasing people for expense reports, and who doesn't? Now, there's no personal credit check to get started, and the credit limits tend to be higher than traditional cards because they base it on your revenue and spending patterns. And everything you spend earns 1.5% cash back. No hoops or rotating categories. The pros is it's excellent spend control for teams. You get 1.5% cash back on everything, and there's no credit check required. For the cons, there's no checking or savings account. It's more useful for companies with multiple employees. Now, Ramp is a better spend platform than Bluevine or Relay, but not a banking replacement for things like Row or even Mercury. If you've got a growing team and you want your business finances to feel a little less chaotic, Ramp is a solid way to level up your operations without overcomplicating anything. 5, Row, one platform to rule them all. If you're looking for an all-in-one financial platform that includes banking, corporate cards, bill pay, and spend management, and does it all without a ton of fees, Row is a great option. They partner with Webster Bank, so your funds are FDIC insured, and you get access to a modern digital interface that's surprisingly easy to navigate. The checking and savings accounts come with 0 fees, no charges for ACH wires or overdrafts. You can manage everything from the same dashboard, send payments, track team spending, pay invoices, and even access credit. It's not just for big companies either. Even small teams can benefit from the structure and clarity that Row brings to day-to-day money management. Where it really shines is in automation. You can set up recurring payments, automate approvals, and sync everything to your accounting software. It's the kind of tool that makes you feel like you've hired a controller without actually hiring one. For the pros, it's a truly all-in-one platform. You get high-yield treasury options and deep automation. The cons are it's not designed for solo founders or side hustles, and there's a slight learning curve with some advanced features. So Row has more depth than Novo or NorthOne, and it competes directly with Mercury for high-growth startups. For startups that want more control, more insight, and less busy work, Row offers a polished, grown-up banking experience that doesn't feel corporate or cold. Number 6, Revenued, flexible funding without credit checks. Let's talk about funding, because not every business has perfect credit or a pile of VC money sitting in the bank. Revenued offers something different, a flex line of capital and a business card that's based on your revenue, not your credit score. It works like this. You apply online, and it's quick. They look at your business revenue, and if approved, you get access to a credit line and a Visa card you can use pretty much anywhere. You don't know anything until you use it, and you can pull cash too, not just spend it like a card. There's a dashboard where you can manage your payments and see what's available, and if you ever need help, you get a real account manager who actually knows your name. For the pros, there's no credit check. There's flexible capital and card access. You get a dedicated account manager, but for the cons, it's not a traditional bank, so there's no checking or savings. Costs can also add up if you borrow heavily. Now, unlike Mercury or Bluevine, Revenued is all about access to capital, not banking features. This isn't the solution for everyone, but if you've been turned down by traditional banks or you just want to have some flexible capital on hand, Revenued is worth looking into. It's built for real businesses, not just perfect ones. Number 7, Grasshopper, modern banking with perks. Grasshoppers is one of those banks that looks and feels like Fintech, but is still backed by the FDIC. And it brings a bunch of interesting perks to the table as well. For starters, you can earn up to 3.55% APY on your business savings. That's solid, especially for a checking savings hybrid. Plus, you get 1% cash back on eligible purchases made with your debit card. They also give you access to a bunch of small business tools and perks through their marketplace. Things like discounts on software and services that startups are already using. Grasshopper's big on flexibility. You can move money easily, automate your bookkeeping, pay bills, deposit checks, and access everything from your phone. Some of the pros are it has a strong APY and cashback combo. They've got a clean mobile app, and its built-in perks and software discounts are a huge plus. For the cons, there's no APY on lower balances, and it's not ideal for complex team structures. So with this, you get better rates than Novo and NorthOne, not as feature-rich as Row or Mercury. And if you want a digital-first banking platform that feels fresh but still gives you the basics like FDIC insurance and actual customer support, Grasshopper nails the balance. Number 8, NorthOne, built for busy founders. Now, NorthOne is all about simplicity. It's designed for small business owners who don't want to spend hours figuring out how to send a payment or find a transaction transaction. You get a single business checking account that connects to everything: your accounting software, your team, your budget. And the built-in envelopes system makes it easy to set aside money for taxes, payroll, or whatever else you got going on. What makes NorthOne stand out is that it doesn't just help you hold your money. It helps you plan around it. You can automate transfers, track spending, and even earn up to 3% APY depending on your account level. For the pros, you get budgeting envelopes features, which is cool, fast support, and a 3% APY potential. The cons are you get lower APY than Piermont or Bluevine, and there's no integrated credit or capital access. So you get more automation than Grasshopper, simpler than Row, but doesn't go as deep as Relay or Mercury. The mobile app is clean, customer support is solid, and everything about the experience is made to save time. It's not flashy, it's just functional, which is honestly kind of refreshing. Number 9, Bluevine. High APY without the headache. Bluevine has built a reputation for offering one of the best high-yield business checking accounts out there. You can earn up to 3.7% APY, which is miles ahead of what most traditional banks offer. There are no monthly fees, no overdraft fees, and no minimum balance requirements. Just open the account, meet some basic activity goals like making deposits or spending on your card, and start earning. What makes Bluevine especially useful is how much functionality they've baked into the platform. You can create sub-accounts to organize your cash, use built-in bill pay, send payments however you want, whether that's ACH, check, wire, and even issue debit cards to your team. For the pros, it's one of the highest APYs available. You get sub-accounts for cash management and a fee-free structure. For the cons, the API requires active use, for example, monthly spend or deposit, and you get fewer advanced automation features than something like Row. But it beats most on APY, simpler than Mercury or Relay, but less sophisticated overall. So if you want one account that helps you manage, move, and grow your business money without juggling a bunch of apps, Bluevine delivers. Number 10, Relay. Banking for profit-first founders. Now, Relay is built with the profit-first method in mind. If you've read the book or follow that budgeting strategy, you'll appreciate what Relay offers. The ability to open multiple checking accounts, up to 20 under one dashboard. That means you can separate funds for taxes, operating expenses, profits, and more, and automate how money flows between them. Relay also gives you 2 savings accounts that earn interest up to 3.76 APY depending on your balance. Everything is fee-free, there's no monthly charges, no overdrafts, and no minimums. Plus you get solid accounting integrations, support for teams, and detailed tracking that actually helps you stay organized. The pros are you get multiple accounts for budget segmentation, you get high yield savings, and it's great for profit-first users. For the cons, there's maybe too much complexity for some solo founders, and it's not ideal for teams with heavy spend. So it's more flexible than Novo, better APY than Grasshopper, but less automation than Row. For founders who want total clarity and control without getting buried in spreadsheets, Relay makes money management actually feel doable. Now before we wrap up, let's quickly compare these platforms across 5 key categories: ease of use, interest in APY, fees and minimums, financial tools, and support. Ease of use. Novo and Mercury lead here with super intuitive dashboards and smooth onboarding. Both get a 9 out of 10. Bluevine, Grasshopper, and NorthOne follow close behind with solid apps and straightforward experience, around an 8 out of 10. Piermont and Ramp are still easy to use, but feel a little more traditional, sitting at a 7 or an 8. Row is incredibly powerful, but because of that, it has a bit of a learning curve, so I'd give it a 6. Interest in APY. Piermont's 4% and Bluevine's 3.7 are near the top, both deserving a 9 out of 10 here. Relay also impresses with a 3.76, and Row's treasury accounts can compete with Piermont, also scoring a 9. Grasshopper and NorthOne are solid, but not quite as high, landing in the 7-8 range. Novo and Mercury don't really focus on interest rates, so they score lower here. Fees and minimums. Novo and Relay stand out with the absolutely no fees and no minimums. They're basically a 10 out of 10 in this category. Bluevine and NorthOne are also very fee-friendly, around a 9. Piermont waives its fee with a $1,000 minimum balance, so it's an 8. Revenued charges when you borrow, so it scores a little bit lower, around a 6. Financial tools and automation. Row and Mercury are at the top here with deep automation, advanced controls, and integrations. Both get a 10 out of 10. Ramp is close behind with its spend management and accounting syncs, scoring a 9. Relay also shines with its profit-first style account structure, around a 9 as well. Novo, Bluevine, and NorthOne have good integrations, but they're simpler overall, scoring around a 7 to an 8. Support and human interaction. Piermont and Mercury score high here, with real accessible support teams, about a 9 out of 10. Revenued also offers dedicated account managers, which is rare these days, so it gets a 9. Row, NorthOne, and Relay provide responsive help, around an 8. Novo and Bluevine are more app-focused and lean on email or chat, so they're closer to a 7. So there are a lot of business business banking options out there, but not all of them are built with startups in mind. The platforms we cover today offer something different, a mix of modern tools, real support, and features that help you actually run your business better. Whether you need to earn more interest, get access to capital, or stop paying dumb fees, there's an account on this list that'll work for you. Now, if you want to get started with any of these products that we talked about today, you'll find links for them down in the description below. These are affiliate links, which means we earn a small commission when you use them at no extra cost to you. And these commissions really help support the channel and allow us to continue to create free content just like this. So if you end up using them, we thank you so much in advance. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss another video. Here on this channel, we make videos dedicated to helping new and existing entrepreneurs get started and succeed in business, so be sure to subscribe. But other than that, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next video.